WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
So to go ahead and get started with the glitch, we are going to go into the settings, man. First thing you want to do is go ahead and find those units of measurement. We have to go to the metric system, and now you are ready to start this glitch, man. Go ahead into the builder, create a new build. If you got something in the slot, just go ahead and delete it. I would always suggest just starting over, just to, you know, avoid any potential hiccups. Now we can go ahead and make a small forward. We're going to start with the body settings on this build. So with the height, we're going with 2.07 meters. The weight, we're just gonna go ahead and max that out, and that will come up to 113 kilograms. We're gonna do the same thing with the wingspan, take it up to 2.31 meters. I went with define for the body shape. You can probably do anything, it does not matter. Then, just like every other glitch, we're going to max out the build. Pick the takeovers, and then, you know, it's time to keep doing the same old with the glitch. You get your build, comes out as slasher. Those are actually not bad comparisons. Then we're gonna go ahead and edit the build, go back into the settings, man. You already know what it is if you've done any of these glitches before. Go back into the settings, go down to units of measurement, change it back to the imperial system. Go ahead back into the builder, man, because it's time to edit up this build just a little bit. Back onto the one that you created. Now we're going to go ahead and edit the height. So don't change anything on there, don't touch the position. For the height, we're going to go down to 6'5", and we're going to leave everything else the same. So keep the same weight, same wingspan, same body type. Now go ahead and do the same thing that we did before and edit that build. And what you edit in the build, you just want to go ahead, you can use the same takeovers if you want, does not matter. Now we're going to go ahead, finish out the build, pick the takeovers, edit the build once again so we can go back to the main menu. Because you already know, if you've been doing these glitch builds, we got to go back into metric. Now with us going back into metric, we got to go back into builder, man. You already know what it is. Go ahead and edit that same build. But now the glitch is pretty much over, man. You are going to go ahead and start editing the build for what you actually want. So time to look at the actual build and get what you want out of it. Put that height up to that around the 6'9" area. So you want to go with the 2.05 for the height. Now the weight and the wingspan are completely up to you. So make sure you do exactly what it is. You know you got the glitch correct. If when you edit the wingspan, you get a 90 on the steel and you get, you know, around that 99 area for the rebounding. And after you finish the glitch, man, with the body settings on the build, we're going 2.05 meters, of course. That is about 6'8.7", you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much 6'9". The weight, we're going 107. The wingspan, we're going with 2.21 meters. And for the body shape, for the purpose of this video, we will be going with solid. Now we can go ahead and get into the actual attributes on this build, because I do want to make sure that you get all of the video, man. So all right, for the close shot, we're gonna go with a 56, which isn't crazy high, but it is gonna be enough to get the job done. In all honesty, I'm not doing too many close shots with this build. With the driving layup, we're going to take that up to a 78, man, which is kind of high for the driving layup. We're kind of close to, you know, doing something a little bit crazy with the build. I think if you go to 80, you can get fearless, knock it back a little bit higher. Well, fearless a little bit higher, but we're not worried about no layups on this build. With the driving dunk, go ahead right now, max that thing out, man. We're going all the way up to a 92. This build is very elite at finishing, so make sure you get that 92. And now that we got the 92, you know what we got to do now, right? You got to make sure, just head down to the vertical right now so you don't even forget. Head right down there and put that up to an 80. Now, time for the shooting. Can't make a Scottie Pippen build without at least a little bit of shooting. So with the mid-range shot, we can go with an 86. The three-point shot, we can go with an 81. And we do want to have a little bit of free throw on this build. So with the free throw, we will be going with a 74. Now, for the pass accuracy, you know typically, you know me, I'm typically an 85 type of guy, but for this build, we're going with an 80 on the pass accuracy. And think about it, same thing on the ball handle, but for a completely different reason. We're going for an 80 because we do want some nice dribble moves, man. This is a tall build, but I want this build to be able to handle the ball as well. And the speed with the ball, we're going to take that up to a 70. That does only get you quick first step on silver, but that is not an issue. This build is a very large build. You'll be able to do a lot with it. And with that being said, we're going to go with that 70. Now, this is where this build goes crazy. If you know anything about Scottie Pippen, you already know that Scottie had some crazy defense. So with the defense being crazy on Scottie, I'm gonna try to do the same thing with this build. We got a glitch build. We might as well go crazy with it. It's already a glitch. Let's go ahead and make it even crazier, man. So with the perimeter defense, well, actually, let's start with that interior. That interior defense, we're gonna go with an 80. This build will be able to help out in the paint, help out on the perimeter. This build can do a little bit of everything, and it is most likely to be at like the 4 position. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad 4, it's not a bad 3. You can be that on-ball lock, you can be the off-ball lock. You can pretty much do whatever your team needs on this build. So perimeter defense, 84. The steal, we're gonna go with an 85. The block, we're going to go with an 89. Offensive rebound, we're pretty much gonna leave that where it's gonna be. And with the defensive rebound, we want to take that up to a 92. And the offensive rebound ends up being a 62. Now for the physicals, we already made sure this build had enough vertical, but you want to make sure it has everything else as well. So we're going to put that speed up, that acceleration up, and that strength up. We're going to leave vertical where we put it last, and then max out the stamina. It only goes to 98, but I don't think you'll need more than that. But all right, let's go ahead and look at these takeovers. You do get some interesting ones, to say the least. You get shot creating, sharp shooting, lockdown, and rim protecting. Like I said, this build can guard at a bunch of different levels. So make sure when you make this build, you think about what you want the build to do, right? You visualize it in your head. You made the stats to match that. You pick the badges to match that. Now pick the takeovers to match that play style that you have envisioned in your head. Now, we're gonna go ahead and smash continue and see what this build comes out as, man. So we get a 2-way slashing shot creator, shades of Scottie Pippen, OG, and Jimmy Butler, man. I do think these comparisons are actually very accurate because we do got a lot of the offense, but we have a crazy amount of defense. Now, time to test these badges and show you what I would put on this build to make it the best they could possibly be. So with these finishing badges, man, we are going with gold and then 1 bronze. So you will be going with limitless on gold, posterizer on gold, slithery on gold, and then unstrippable on bronze. And that is more than enough to take care of the job that you'll need to do down in the paint, man. You're going to be able to dunk on people for sure. With that 92, you're going to be able to get some nice little contact packages. Slithery finisher, that's to avoid the contact. And limitless takeoff, that's to kind of give you an advantage over the 4s that will likely be guarding you, that you'll also be able to guard on the other side. But we'll get more into you actually playing the defense when we get into the defensive badges. So with the shooting badges, we do get a large number, but a lot of these badges we really won't need to use. You will have a huge advantage over all the other 4s or maybe 3s that you're playing up against, because you'll be faster than most 4s and you'll be stronger than most 3s. So we are going to put some dribbling shooting badges as well as some like off-ball dribbling things, because you can beat a lot of those 4s off the dribble. So with blinders, we're going to put that on silver. Corner specialists, put that on silver just in case you want to sit in the corner. But if you do want to ISO your man, go ahead and put stop and pop on silver, also a very good badge. The other 2 that I have on silver are not negotiable. You want to make sure you have catch and shoot and dead eye, both very good badges that you want to make sure you utilize to the fullest that you can, you know what I'm saying? Slippery off ball is just in case you do want to set some screens. We can talk more about the brick wall badge when we get into the actual defense. Difficult shots, bronze, that's just because I like that badge. Hot Zone Hunter is a must. Make sure you put this on. I don't care what play style you play, Hot Zone Hunter on gold is a very good badge. And then for the last badge, another not negotiable for me when I make builds is Sniper on Hall of Fame. Make sure you put that badge on. It is going to do you more favors than you could possibly imagine. You want to be able to make those whites, because if you're a good shooter, you want to be able to green. But obviously, if you want to be a volume shooter or like one of those people that can be dependent on for a bucket, you want to make sure you can make those whites as well. It'll just help you out so much. It's a lot less frustrating to you. I mean, it's hell on the defense, but who cares about them? They'll be all right. So for the playmaking, this is the badge lineup that I went with. Once again, make sure you always pick something to match your play style. But the reason that I went with these, so I went with bailout because being a 6'9" player, sometimes your jump shot might be a little too slow. You might need to escape out of some of those. Unpluckable because I do plan on dribbling on this build. Break starter on bronze just because I needed somewhere to put that one badge. Handles for days on silver. This build can dribble, will dribble, should dribble. Quick first step, I got that on silver. Tight handles, we're gonna put that on gold. We are trying to break ankles out here. You're gonna have, almost always, you're gonna have somebody on you that does not have ankle braces. So this is a good chance for you to test out that badge, make sure that thing works. Now bullet passer, we're gonna put that on silver. Space creator, put that on silver as well. Like I said, they probably won't have ankle braces, so silver might be able to get the job done. And triple threat juke, just because I've been working with that badge as far as like a big man goes, and it gives you like a little speed boost after you do like one of the triple threat moves. Just trust me, that will help you out so much, especially against these bigger players. And you do have that limitless takeoff on to get them off your back. You can make it down there real quick with the quick drops. Now here's the defensive badge setup. Like I said earlier, it all depends on what you want to do with this build. Like if you want to be a perimeter defender or if you want to be an interior guy. I kind of went with like a little hybrid right here. I do have gold intimidator, a very good badge. I have bronze tireless defender. I've been putting tireless defender on a lot of my builds, honestly, since the beginning of the game. Rebound chaser, because if I'm at the 4, I am gonna need the rebound. But with this badge setup right here, this is kind of play it outside big. We got chase down artist. Box on bronze, we do have high strength, so we shouldn't really have too much of an issue. At least holding the person off until the actual big can get there and grab that board. Silver clamps, because being at the 4/3, you might have to play on some perimeter defenders. Interceptor, because we playing off ball pest. I love that badge. Pogo is just so you can kind of get up if you need to. This build does have a pretty high block, and I want to utilize it just a little bit. And with that being said about the block, I definitely put rim protector on gold because for one, it's just a fun badge to have, and you can help the other big out in case you got a paint masher on the other side of the ball. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, man. I will catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. But before you get up out here, make sure you do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of my other videos, man. I have a bunch of other build videos. I got glitched, I got non-glitched. I've kind of been doing a little bit of everything. I got more gameplay coming here soon. But I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.
Get paid, little shorty, get paid. 100,000 in the safe, couple thousand in the drain. Get paid, little shorty, get paid. No, I'm always on my grind, 24/7 days.